All right, Sunday, August 15th. We checked out the cruise lines, the airlines. Let's check out the casinos. They've been really crushed too. Let's start with LVS. Yeah, LVS back in March. Looks like this peak candle here was as high as 74.29. Had this big drop. It did bounce, but then look, when March coronavirus hit, this thing got crushed. And it was even as high as over 80 back in 2018. Let me look at my Fibonacci retracements. You put this all the way down. You can see right here. So this got above the 61.8. This thing was high flying and then just really got crushed here. So you draw your lines here. This is connecting lines. Yeah, the low right here is connecting. You can put a little higher too, right here. So you can see this was a back and forth move. The low was getting higher, the high was getting higher. And then look at this. This is a huge drop. This was as high as right here, 66.76. And then this bounce, it bounced, and look at this drop like a rock. The low in this, the low from the coronavirus was 33.30. It's at 39.82. This sliced right through these. So this is definitely being affected by coronavirus. People are to wear masks again. So let's look at the weekly. The weekly, see this back and forth. We're going back and forth. Getting the 65. And then it started to drop and drop. Look at these red candles in the weekly. You're at 515 on stochastics. It's very oversold at this point. Now, where's this going to stop? Could it go lower still? Possible. Yeah, you don't have a buy signal yet. Monthly, this is a big crossover. This went up, and look at this. This is straight down. You have 4 big bearish candles in a row. Now, this thing is a great buy. If you bought it up here, it sucks. But you're going to get a great opportunity to get back in here. So, if you're playing this long or an investor, this is a great move right here. Great move you want to see because eventually this is going to come out of this. Now, on this, it's harder to draw these lines here. Connecting points. See right here, you're trying to connect down. I mean, it's really tough to connect. Even on this doesn't connect that well. You can put it, maybe down here. It doesn't really connect well. See what I mean? It's not, you can connect right here on that low. But overall, it's just in the downtrend. That's the bottom line right here on this. So we going back to that March low. That's pretty crazy. This is one stock that did come back to the March low. It's like a year plus later. Well, right now this has to hold. You're in a downtrend, 38.74. If not, you're going lower to 38, 36. And then there's the low there. So we'll see what happens. Once it starts turning back up, it's going to be a great buy. You could easily see this back to the 50% retracement, like 50 to 55 on LVS. So keep that one in your back burner. MGM, Resorts International. This had the same thing, the big wash down. This was 590, bounced. Look at the highs, keep getting higher, the lows keep getting higher. This one as high as on this like inverted cross almost 45.35. 45.34 and then came back. This one's looking a little bit better. And LVS, I just looked at that and noticed this didn't drop like that. Maybe it's more than coronavirus. I didn't look into it deeply, but if you look into it, look at the news. Maybe it was more. It's just trying to find the bottom here. This looks a little bit better, this chart. Monthly, still above and overbought, but holding. So, this one, there's your low. This like double low here. If that holds, you're fine. Then we get back up, test that high in MGM. Pen. I'm putting this all the way up now. You get the high all the way up here. Right here, if I can straighten this out. So there's the March low. This is way down here at 40. Look at this thing. This one as high as 140. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Incredible. You draw this line now, you have the highest point. And you can bring it all the way back to 2018. So look at the low here too. As the lows keep getting higher and the highs keep getting higher. This was a peak. Then you like triple topped in here. Really faded. This is at 70. This lost half from that 140. On the weekly, looks like it's trying to find a base. It's coming up. This might be a bottom of this candle. That looks like a hammer candle, 6102. There's your low. Keep in mind. This had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles. The red now it's still going down in the monthly. So we could bounce and then continue down. It's below 50. So watch that. So that's looking like really negative at this point. And you can see right here, this is this wedge the other way. It's a broadening wedge, and then eventually it falls out and comes down here. So if you're playing this, there's your low. Watch out if you're swinging it and looking for this to come back up eventually. There's better potential there on Penn. MLC, Melco Resorts. Now going back to this one, putting a retracement. I'm looking for the closest in that March low, which was here, but I'll put it like right here. Here, I'm trying to connect them at this point. You can use anywhere here, but I'm just using this because it was at last point, and then it popped again, then it really dropped. So, but anyway, you see this one. Dropped all the way down to a low of 1081, bounced back and forth, and bounced again. This 20 level really took off to near 24. Some big runs here. See this back and forth here and here. This is another one like LBS. This got crushed. This is at 1241 going down. The weekly. Yeah, a lot of red candles here. This is flat. See, it's buried flat until it eventually breaks up. Monthly, cross down negative. See this? So very bearish. You have 3 6 red candles in a row. So you can draw your line on this one. So you're trying to get your lines here connected as best you can. See how this connects? This almost here. So it's not necessarily a wedge, it's just channel. You're just bouncing back and forth from the low to the high. This is going down. This has to hold, or maybe before that 12. This might do a whole table here. Go all the way back and come back and then bounce up again. This is another one like LBS, great long now, but it's just a matter of when you're getting in. CZR, Caesars. CZR, Caesar Entertainment. So there was the March low. This has crushed that. This is going back up. You can see right here, back and forth. This was a clear uptrend on bounces, down, bounce, bounce, made it to 110 plus. This is one coming down. It's trying to come back up again with that wedge. Weekly oversold here. This one looks better. Looks like it's holding this. Here's the candle. Your low, 82.98. Monthly's coming back a little bit, but this is a clear uptrend chart. To me, this looks like this will hold and probably come back up again. So this is way better chart on Caesars. All right, Caesars. Whole screen disappear. Caesars win. All right, here's win. I had this drawn out. Let me erase some of this. Put your retracement in here from low, high to low. And I'm gonna use this candle right here. So this was another one up at way up here, 153, came back, bounced. This was a nice move. Then this pretty much is low held at like 67.85. And then from November, it took off. November, all the stocks, like shipping stocks, penny stocks, everything exploded. Now we're coming the other way. And then the weekly, we're at 1030. Has it found a bottom? We'll see. Monthly. Yeah, monthly looks like it's still coming down. So that's not looking good. To me, this has to hold this 90 here, or else you go back to 85.80. And then we'll see what happens here. See, it's a downtrend. Your white lines, your 20 EMA. Here's your 13 EMA. This is still going down. You draw this to this uptrend. And then this bottom right here. And these are the highs and lows, the ultimate bottom. See how this touched, this touched. This came roaring through that. So that's not looking good on win. So that's it on these. LVS and MLCL really crushed. I would look at them longer term. You can get a better return because look at the move down here. This crushed all the way from that low again. It's coming all the way back pretty close. So an LVS and MLCL, you have a chance for these to come back up and then eventually, get the 55, 50 MS. And then that's a great chance for long yen. So, you get a big discount here. And I would play these over the other ones like Penn. They're way up there, CZR. And so we'll see what happens to these stocks. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Alerts on YouTube. Smash the like button. Leave comments. Twitter, Mike J Trades. Instagram, Mike Cayman Trades, I believe. Stock Twits, Mike Cayman Alerts. Or Instagram, too, Mike Cayman Alerts. TikTok, Mike Frank II. That is it for now. Peace.